It is worth noting that today I am wearing a shirt that says, "Be a kind human." And I'm just letting you know right now that if you say some dumb shit, I will not be a kind human.
I love the irony of that sentence alone.
Yeah.
Well, I'm dressed like a proper alcoholic, apparently, with a
you look
shirt
like
and hat.
I'm gonna say
look
something.
Like a white guy in his 30s that has a
podcast. Listen. I'm gonna say something that is.
Are you gonna offend me?
Yes, maybe. I'm going to say something that is not intended to be offensive necessarily, but is offensive. You look like the type of person I would think you were if I didn't know you.
I'm okay with that. That's good. That's good.
So you're doing really good right now.
Yeah. Fastest disruption ever.
What? Yeah.
The fastest disruption ever. Yeah.
Episode hadn't even started yet. We're still in the cold open.
Okay, sorry. Let me go back.
She can't. And tell her she can't. She's trying to end the show too. I'm realizing something.
Yeah.
We're gonna jump. This is my intended topic for the cold open. We're gonna do some video game corner shit here. I'm realizing that one of the reasons why I bounce off of Metroidvanias, which, if you don't know what a Metroidvania is, it is a game. It's a platforming game. So think like
Metroid.
Yeah, think Metroid, but like everybody knows Super Mario Brothers, right? Yeah. So Super Mario Brothers is a platformer, but a Metroidvania is a type of platformer that involves a lot more complex maps and combat and all this other stuff. And usually they're very much discovery games. Yep. And by discovery games, a lot of them, what I mean is a lot of them will throw you into the game world and say, go forth, figure it out. Yeah. And then part of the gameplay loop is figuring out where to go and what to do next and how things connect and unlocking powers that let you go to back to places you weren't able to go to before, and a lot of like exploration. And I bounce off of those games quite a bit. And I never really understood why until I started playing Hollow Knight again. And I'm really fucking digging Hollow Knight. Yep. And that's because I have a spoiler-free walkthrough pulled up while I play it, showing me critical path and which way I need to go.
Yep.
Because I love the combat. I love the motion. I love the lore and all the other stuff about it. I just hate that fucking sense of, I don't know where the fuck I'm going.
Yeah, they're literally like bumblefuck the game.
Yeah, which like I know, and obviously, very obviously, a lot of people love that. And I'm not taking anything away from those people. I get it. It's just, for me, it's like the way my brain works, it's like a time equals money type thing, and it's like a frustration thing, because there's so much shit that I could be playing, and I want to play this because it's so like acclaimed.
Yeah,
people love it so much, but it's just like I've got other shit I need to do. And so I think just like the disconnect happens where it's like, I can't do this. And so having a guide that tells me critical path is great, because now the discovery aspect of it is my decision. Yes. And then I can choose what my time is used on. And so what has been happening as I'm playing Hollow Knight is that I'm moving through it a little bit quicker. I'm actually doing really good. I'm actually really good at Hollow Knight, and I would have never guessed that I was really good at Hollow Knight. I think the most I've three tries on a boss is the most I've spent so far. And I'm like past the abyss. Like that's,
no, you can't see that. This is just like that's a map that I use.
Listen, I'm gonna put up on the screen like the map of Hollow Knight, and you'll see what I mean. I'm put up right now, so you can kind of look at it for a second. But on YouTube, don't forget we're on YouTube if you're listening to the audio. But like what I'm discovering now, is that I will do critical path, and then I'll know which way to go next, but then I'll look over here and be like, oh, but what's over here? Yep. Because there's another path that goes in the opposite direction, and I want to know what's over there. And I can either choose to come back to that later, or I can do it right now and just go off and like I'm finding the joy and discovery of that being the discovery aspect of it.
Yeah.
And
it is like one of the joys of that game was when you have the map, and even if you have another reference or not, like when you open the map and then you see all the little things that you've not. That is such a good feeling for your brain when you just get there and open that up and you're like, oh, shit. I should have seen this like hours ago.
Right. But that's the thing of it, too, is that I love seeing that because I know that I can go to it when I want to. And it's not like something that I'm going to get lost doing because I know where I'm supposed to be going. Yeah. Like there was a place that I skipped past like 6 gameplay hours ago.
Sure.
That I was just like, you know what? I've been thinking about this that path for a while. I'm just going to go, since I'm close by, I'm just going to go do it. And then I did, and there wasn't a ton there yet, I'm pretty sure. It seems like a pretty important place. But I saw what it was, and that was really cool.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about Hollow Knight. I'm excited that it's an entire video game that is just a training montage for the much harder Hollow Knight Silksong that I will get to soon enough. Lots of games coming. I got Ghost of Yotei, and that's going straight into Pokemon Pizza. So,
God, like having finished Silksong, at least Act 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And you're basically going to need to go the method that you are now, because to get to Act 3, you have to do almost all of the other things. Like, it's a lot. And I had been to a point, because thankfully what Silksong does is give you a objective page in your menu. So that's incredibly helpful because you don't have that in Hollow Knight. And then depending on which one you're chasing, it will give you like little markers on the map. Also incredibly helpful. That's not in Hollow Knight, save for the big 3 that you have to go kill.
Yeah.
So like it did make a lot of quality of life changes. But oh my gosh, I am. Really
that's my thing about that too, is that like it gives you the big 3 you need to go kill, but also it's just like if you find the statue, it'll mark the temple, and it's like I already know where the fucking temple is. It's the easiest thing in the game to find.
Right,
it's right there at the beginning. So it's just like So I'm very happy that that's the case in Silksong. It seems like the decade plus they spent working on it was a good time spent. But I'm about to, if I don't beat Hollow Knight in the next couple of weeks, which I'm thinking I probably will, it's going to get lost with Yotei and Pokemon for a little while.
Yeah.
I'm back on my Pokemon bullshit, hunting shiny Pokemon again. Because I've just gotten that Pokemon itch again because the new one's coming out. So doing pretty good. Hatched a shiny Pokemon for the first time, and it was a starter Pokemon that I bred, and it was a girl starter Pokemon. Which, if you know nothing about percentage rates of Pokemon, I think the odds of picking a starter Pokemon and getting a female is like 12% versus male. Dang. Yeah, so it's already rare to get a female starter Pokemon anyway. Yeah, but to then breed one, hatch one, and for it to be female and shiny, and the percentage, it's very
nuts.
That's nuts. So I'm like really I'm prime gaming right now, not Logan Paul prime gaming, just like top tier A alpha girl gamer. Come fuck with me. Yeah, but not too hard. I will cry. Thank you very much.
You'll have to let me know. Because I'm so curious when you finish Hollow Knight how you feel about it. I'm glad that we got to have video game talk, because I was about to talk about a movie called Eddington that, if you don't know anything about, is incredibly fucking wild.
That's on my list. We were deciding between the Pedro movies a couple days ago, and we watched Materialists instead. Sure. Which was good, but Eddington's next on my list, so I'm gonna watch that soon.
God, what a fucking...
But keep that I want to see one battle after another. Really fucking bad.
Yeah.
That might be a this weekend thing.
I love Paul Thomas Anderson movies, but you don't always... You know they're going to be good, but you don't always know what you're exactly going to get. And that's kind of what this trailer looked like, was like, this just looks like a clusterfuck of several good ideas that could make one clusterfuck of a not great movie.
Yeah.
The Master, for instance.
Yeah. Yes. God, The Master was a weird one.
Yeah. So to see all the glowing reviews, I'm like, fuck.
Well, this is exciting because I didn't think that there was going to be any movie that would come out the rest of the year that was going to top Sinners for me. And so maybe. Yeah. But I would love to know one or the other.
Yeah. I mean, right now mine's Sinners and then Weapons. It's like right below Sinners.
Yeah, I heard Weapons is really good, but also I'm a fucking little crybaby, so I can't watch Weapons.
Yeah.
Just focus on the Naruto running the kids do, and I'll be all right.
Yeah. Welcome to Adam and Lilli at the Disco, where once again we return to count them down. We're counting down the hits, we're taking mad shits, and sometimes we piss each other off and annoy each other little bits. So come on in and take on this fucking shit with us. Don't forget to close the goddamn door. I'm Adam.
I'm going to give you a 7.5 for that one. It was like a 8.5, but I think you kind of lost the plot.
I lost it, yeah.
As it went on.
Yeah.
But overall, not a bad job. I'm proud of you.
It was kind of one of those things where I was like, am I deliberately rhyming? And then I caught myself rhyming, and then I continued rhyming and should have stopped. I don't know. It's a lot of things. You didn't say your name.
Oh, it's Lilli. That's me. Sorry. Elliot's being stupid again. So I got like really, like I just saw red and like nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing else existed.
The Kill Bill siren going off.
Yeah. Okay. We're here though. We're doing 70 through 61. Yes. We are I guess what is half of 112 would be 106, right? No, 56?
Yep.
So we are rapidly approaching halfway. Next week we will cross over halfway done, which is crazy. So we're going to be doing that, but we do have a couple of
some emails, some comments.
Some emails, some comments. I'll start with Dennis Wakeman. Who jumps in and says, before I forget, this was on 71 through 80, or 80 through 71, last week's episode. Before I forget, Folkin' Around is an homage to the Beatles' I've Just Seen a Face. I think that's why it's on Pretty Odd and feels like there's a better song that does this type of song. Yeah, I think I did know that. I get it. I think the difference is that like they decided that oh, this is Beatles inspired, so it goes on the Beatles inspired album without thinking about the theming of the rest of the Beatles inspired stuff that's on the album. It just feels so out of place with the rest of it. And again, I like it. It's not a bad song. It's just like really weird for what it is. So
yeah, well, I think to try and draw a comparison to I've Just Seen a Face is, I don't want to necessarily say that I can't feel it, but I really can't feel it. And I don't know if it's like this tainted version of history that I experienced myself, where I saw Across the Universe before listening to a lot of other Beatles songs. Because like I've Just Seen a Face isn't the most popular Beatles song. And then I watched that, and there's the version of I've Just Seen a Face that Jim Sturgis sings, and I fell in love with that, right? Like that is that song to me. So that's my rendition. It's almost like listening to the studio version of Revolution compared to Across the Universe. So my tie being there, I don't know if I've ever actually even heard the Beatles version of I've Just Seen a Face. So for me to like be able to pull that, I don't know. I just, based off the version of the song that I know, I can't feel that from Folkin' Around.
Yeah. Hi, it's me. I wanted to step in for a second. It's late. I'm editing the podcast, and I wanted to, while I was editing, we were talking about this, and I wanted to chime in with my thoughts while I had them in my head, instead of waiting for next week, because we are not going to be recording again for another 5 or 6 days from the time I'm recording this, so I wanted to get my thoughts out there. I realized that I've Seen a Face is on Help, and it also feels kind of out of place on Help as well. So I just wanted to throw that out there. I think I would have a very if we were ranking Help and we were talking about Help as like an album review, I'd probably have the same thoughts about I've Seen a Face as I would have Folkin' Around. Again, not that I dislike either of the songs, it's just they just kind of feel out of place amongst what is being presented. Also, Folkin' Around is, I would say, overtly more, I mean, based on the name, obviously, but overtly more folksy, bluegrassy, country inspired than I would say I've Seen a Face is. So that's pretty important thing to note as well, I think. Also, I think it's interesting that Folkin' Around and I've Just Seen a Face were written by what I would consider the McCartneys of Panic at the Disco and the Beatles, if you had to put them into a category. Maybe that's a conversation for another time. I don't want to piss anybody off by calling Boyd the McCartney and Ryan the Lennon, but those are the values I'd assign to them. Anyway, back to the show. Bye. Love you. The other comment we have on that episode is Elliot Holmes being supremely wrong. As someone who loves songs you don't have to turn your brain on for high hopes, Lilli is just wrong. Sugar Soaker sucks. You suck. Therefore, your opinion is invalid. Begone, male. Also, Elliot says, definitely do a top video games episode. I'd love to hear what Lilli's taste in games is. Better than yours, probably, you fucking idiot. Thank you, Elliot. Love you.
Well, the other thing that I truly love about that is I've shown Elliot some of the platinum screens that like you've sent with like your big collage thing. So he does kind of know what your tastes are, but I guess when it comes to a top, that's a little different, I guess. I just assume also that if you platinum something, you at least like it a little bit.
Yeah. Yes. I would think so. Yeah. We have some emails. We have a email here from Lotus, who writes with the subject line, they say, a breach rant. I always associate the word rant with negative. I don't think this is going to be negative. I haven't read it ahead of time, but I'm just like, my brain was just like, oh, they hate this.
I mean, because that's why you've got ranting and raving.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Well, they oh no. This first sentence is very Lotus coded, I'll just say. Yeah. But I'm excited to read this email because they went to the Breach tour in Toronto. So I bet you that was a pretty cool time. Lotus starts the email with, hey fam, my panic ranking got kind of fucked up and all my progress got deleted and I'm hella busy this weekend, so it's coming, don't worry. But like most things for me, it will be late. Oops. Okay. So first of all, I went to the Breach tour and it was so fun. I feel so bad for all the Toronto Night 2 people whose show got rained out. Oh, it got rained out? Shit. Didn't know about that.
Like I think they started it early and then still finished. Like they had to end it abruptly.
Damn. I feel so bad for all the Toronto Night 2 people whose show got rained out. Those poor Canadians don't deserve that. Everyone I talked to my show was really nice. And child, you can't say that.
No.
I finished reading that. I'm going to censor that sentence because I didn't realize what was happening until I got to the end of the sentence. So I'm going to censor that for your sake. Don't put that kind of thing in writing. I'm not going to tell on you, but you don't know who's watching. Anyway, lawn was crazy. It was fun, though. When they played the part of the show on the lawn with the Heavy Dirty Soul car, I was literally maybe 5-6 steps away from Josh. It was insane. Also, Toronto is a cool city, and I partook in way too much capitalism there. Oh, well. The cool thing about capitalism in Toronto is that it's not like capitalism in America, so it's fine. Right. Toronto is a cool city. It does remind me of the time when they did the tour, when they came to Columbus, and we went to the show in Columbus for Clancy, and Josh was like, I could spit on Josh if I wanted to, which takes a connotation depending on how you feel about Josh. Well, depending on which way on the scale you land, could mean many things. Anyway, Breach is currently sitting at number 3 on my album ranking, below Vessel and Trench. Interesting. I like Trench a lot. I don't know that I would put Trench as number 2, but it's up there, I think. Hearing this album in a record store with 2 of my best friends was really fun, especially with all the callbacks happening and everyone in the store started screaming and crying. Intention was a total mess. Oh, by the way, I did finally listen to Intention backwards. What a fucking callback, man. That's crazy. And the fact that like he sings it in the same... Like it plays backwards and it sounds like, obviously it's gibberish because it's backwards, but it still sounds like truce. That's fucking nuts. Intention was a total mess. Many tears were shed. Also, I bought Pretty Odd at the record store. Yay! I don't want to talk about the City Walls music video. I'm still recovering. Ranking this whole album is too difficult right now because it's so new and I love every song so much. My favorites are Drum So and Center Mass. Center Mass is really good. I've already talked about how much I love Drum So. Yep. Also, I bought the Nova Bishop box set thing because I always like having new albums on CD. Then when I heard the album, I was like, wow, this would be a good one to have on vinyl. And I guess my girlfriend and I have a psychic connection or something because she got it for me for my birthday. So now I can play Breach on my iPod, CD player, phone, record player, and computer all at the same time for the ultimate Breaching experience. Yo.
I don't know if I recommend
a different song on all of those different places. That's crazy. Just really absorb it. Yeah. Yippee. Love you all. Hope you are doing well. Lotus. Thank you, Lotus.
I have really just taken Raw Fear up my ass this week. And I am so happy about it.
Why are you like this?
I don't know. Like I think last time that we talked, it was like, yeah, I really like Raw Fear. And then there have been days where I've like back to back listened to Raw Fear. So I don't know if that's a statement about how I'm doing with my life, but maybe.
Oh, sorry. I was just reading. Danny, not Annie, it's Danny, sent us a new email with some more rankings. So they put 60 through 51, which we will not read this week. We will save it for next week. But some of the placements for some of these songs continue to harm me psychically. Yes. Danny says, I will not apologize for my sins. I stand on my tragedies. I've been working on my mental health, and I will let my opinions be influenced by no others than myself. That's my truth, and I'm sticking to it. Thank you. Well, that's not fun. You two are amazing. By the way, your podcast has gotten me through some rough mental health days. Thank you for making this podcast so much fun. Love you both. I'm obviously kidding.
I don't often pop into the emails to read them before you do. I don't often pop open the emails at all. I just had access to them.
Yeah.
But when I read this, and the love you part and all that, it's very kind. And all I could think, with Danny as a person who I'm never likely to meet, if you've ever seen V for Vendetta, you know the character of Valerie and the tragic story of Valerie in there. Mm-hmm. And there's a nice monologue that she has that if you've not heard it or listened to the end of it, please go, because it does talk about a relationship with a person who you are never likely to meet. I'm not going to read it. I don't want to read things on this podcast.
I'll put it in the show notes. Yeah. We want to limit you reading things as much as possible.
Yeah. Because also me reading it, I would probably cry just because the fucking quote that it is. But.
Sure. So that is basically your feelings on the matter?
That's my response to Danny.
Okay. Well, I'll put down in the show notes. Danny, you may even know. Danny, you may even know what it is. You're a movie person. You may have even seen it, but I'll put it in the show notes for everybody else. What I do want to do is, before we get into our list, I do want to read Danny's 70 through 61. Because we are there now. So that was from last week's email that they sent. 70 for Danny is Dying in LA. We've got Old Fashioned at 69. Nice.
Not so nice right now.
Not so nice right now. 68 is Praying. 67 is Cagliari Scopy Eyes. 66 is Always. Holy shit, Danny.
Yeah.
65 is Vegas Lights. 64 is Trade's Mustake. 63 is The Overpass. 62 is Roaring Twenties. And 61 is She's a Handsome Woman. Interesting. Well, thank you, Danny. That one was not as harming to me as last week's section, but it's also not as harming to me as next week's section, but we'll get into it. Anyway,
Danny,
that's all we have for messages for the moment. Thank everybody for writing in. Thanks everybody who's formulating their rankings for the moment. Much appreciated. It's a lot of fun.
Do you know if Danny's taken in the videos?
Like our YouTube videos?
Yeah, because if you are Danny and some of those rankings, I want you to take the invitation to go read that quote and don't fucking do it anymore. Those rankings hurt me. This is incredible.
Fucking do about it. Well,
who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck are you? I did some foreshadowing and I told Adam that maybe somebody was going to crash out this episode and it was maybe not going to be me. Don't quite know yet, but we'll find. We'll see. Before we begin, 70 through 61.
Yep.
How much edging do you think we're gonna get up to this episode? How legal do you think it will be?
I don't know, because I think, if memory serves, I think you've already read off a number of these. So there might be a little bit of edging, but I would be surprised because, like I said, I think you've already had these higher.
Yeah.
How much edging do you think is going to happen?
I don't really know. I could see a maximum of 3, but I don't think we're likely to get up there.
Sure.
But I could see a 3 max if we're really lucky.
I think between 70 and 40, I would not be surprised, kind of like last week. We might have one, or we'll stair step it. I think we'll just one off.
I think once we get into the 30s, we're going to start seeing it happen more often because I think we rank the songs up there fairly similarly in a lot of ways. But we'll see when we get there.
I don't know. You've already done some fuck shit that really fucks with my 30.
Yeah?
No spoilers.
Well, sucks to suck. This is an interesting one, and for some reason I don't know why I'm thinking about this so hard. I really want to know where you put my number 11 specifically.
Ooh, all right.
And I'm obviously no spoilers for what my number 11 is, but that's an interesting. It's an interesting song that I placed in an interesting place, and I'm curious where you've put yours. And I will not reveal that if you place it way lower. But sure. I'm just for my own curiosity.
Well, for instance, looking here, you've already read off 30 plus songs, 40 songs. You've already listed my number 15.
Have I really? Ooh, I'm very excited. I'm gonna write that down. If we ever do this, you write down 11 and I'll write down 15. Where's my notebook?
I'm going to come back in here next week and be like, 11.
11.
Don't trust his lies. Memento myself.
Don't believe Andor's lies. That is a really specific reference that not a lot of people are going to get. Well, I guess without further ado...
Yeah.
Let's get into it with my number 70. I'm starting this week.
Yes.
My number 70 is California.
Makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense. Again, I like California. Sure. I like California more than Why You Don't Want Me as far as the leaked tracks from Viva. I also like California in a way that I consider that it to be a song that should have been on the album over a couple of other ones. But overall, I think this is probably about as best as I can give it. Yeah. Again, it's one of those ones where he's done so many fucking songs about California that are metaphors for fucking relationships and shit like that. And this one is one of the better ones, but it is still one of those. And I'm fucking tired of those songs. So here it is.
Yep. I got no critiques.
Nothing to add.
I've already read it. You like it. I didn't like it as much. I can't hold it against you.
Yeah. What do you got for number 70?
My number 70. The Good, the Bad, and the Dirty.
Okay.
You know, not my favorite Too Weird song. Or sorry, Death of a Bachelor song. Not my favorite. Just kind of weird thematically. Doesn't really. The problem with Death of a Bachelor is there's no good through line. And I think this song kind of really fits that.
Yeah, absolutely. I obviously put that way lower.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like kind of a very awkward. It's an awkward song.
Yeah.
I'll put it that way.
Very much so. And it's kind of one of those where it's even at odds with itself. And I think it is literally just the chorus of "Oh, whoa, whoa" that really, like, it's a "Oh, whoa, whoa" that doesn't really feel good about the 7th time you've heard it.
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed.
What is your
nice time? Actually, I didn't think about this ahead of time. This just kind of happened to shake out, and it's kind of perfect. My number 69 is Miss Jackson.
Ooh,
Are You Nasty?
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, again, it's like it's a bop. I feel like it's too mean to call it a vapid song.
Sure.
I think it is a song that comes out and portends a very different album than what Too Weird wound up being.
Agreed.
And in that way, it's a little disappointing. But as just like a song, it's fine.
Yeah.
The chorus, I think my problem is that the chorus bumps, but it's that repetitive. And there's not really a lot of substance to that. Sure. So I think that bothers me a little bit, but I also think that this isn't like necessarily a bad place for it. It's just like, here it is.
Yeah. I think this is maybe the second time that I'll have this epiphany that in a weird way, like Too Weird is very sexual of an album.
Yeah. You just realized this?
Yeah, like I said, this is probably the second time I've had this epiphany. I wouldn't be surprised if we talked about it whenever we talked about the album. But, you know, like this and fucking the Bye Song and Casual Affair, it's like, oh my gosh, this thing dirty. And this might have been, I don't know, Too Weird might have been the... No, I think you had your coined term of Doherty a little before this.
Doherty. Yes. Doherty.
Well, my 69 is Hallelujah. You know, when this album first came out...
Not nice, because look how fucking high you've placed it above King of the Clouds.
I want you to just keep listing off all of the...
I'm going to.
5-song list every time.
What I need to do is take all of the songs you've ranked higher than King of the Clouds and Crazy Equals Genius and make a new ranking that is most disappointments.
Yeah. Adam's fuck shit.
Disappointment in Adam's fuck shit ranking of songs that Adam ranked higher than King of the Clouds.
I'm sure my parents have a similar list. It's just not about song rankings.
Yeah, it's about just your entire fucking life.
Pretty much. What can you do? I mean, like, the thing that I can say about Hallelujah that is probably the only nice thing that I can say about it is I really did like Hallelujah when the album first came out because, like, it's got the big vocals, it's got some of the stuff going on for it. And then as time went on, Hallelujah like still doesn't just ring as strong, but like if I had to write on weird sentimental value that I had for this over a lot of other songs from fucking Death of a Bachelor, not Death of a Bachelor, Pray for the Wicked, I can't even remember anymore. All my fucking album shits have gotten fucked up. It's gotta be Death of a Bachelor. Here I am on closing out a Panic at the Disco podcast and can't even remember what is where.
I tell you, I will give you this. I feel like whenever I hear, like, I get confused for Pray for the Wicked and Death of a Bachelor a lot. Yeah. Where I go, like, which of these songs, is this on Pray for the Wicked or and that happens to me quite a bit. I'm good on the other ones. Those ones fuck me up sometimes.
Yeah, it is Death of the Bachelor.
Yeah. Cool.
What's your 68?
My 68 is, and I actually need to open up because I'm wondering, am I crazy? No, I'm not crazy. My 68 is one of the drunks.
Okay. Weird. I'm number 68.
Yeah, it's you. It's you. No, you're lower. You're 113.
Ah, shit. A whole new one.
Yeah. With one of the drunks, again, it's a good song. I've never appreciated it nearly as much as like some of the other back half songs on Pray for the Wicked. I like it. I think the thing of it is just like, it is kind of just like, it's just, I think it's just like half of the song is just how to make a screwdriver.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I feel like that's not, you know what I mean? Like I feel like that's worthy of 68. It's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad as far as placement goes. So.
Well, and kind of like we talked about, like the hard thing for this and Old Fashioned is just how similar they are in theme.
Yeah. And I like Old Fashioned. Let me see where I have Old Fashioned. I like Old Fashioned way better because it has that like reminiscent quality to it, and it does feel nostalgic in a good way. Right. Because where do I have Old Fashioned? Yeah, that makes sense to me where I have Old Fashioned compared to one of the drunks. Sure. Yeah.
I told you recently I'm sadly, oddly enough, becoming a gin guy. It's kind of weird.
I like gin. I got into gin and tonics several years ago, and I realized, this is actually really good.
Sure. So, like I'm kind of annoyed because the Kroger here, I think, only has tonic water with like a splash of lemon. It's like, I really don't want the lemon. I don't want the zest. I just want the tonic.
Yeah. You can find that. I think you're just stupid.
Probably. I mean, I did think that I grabbed it from the not lemon part of the shelf, so there could be non-lemony tonics existing there. Yeah. But I don't know. Someday I'll find out. Could be tomorrow.
Could be tomorrow. See.
Yeah.
68. You said you're 68.
My 68 is Something About Maggie. Yeah. Yeah. It's all right.
It's going on my list.
Yep, probably should.
I don't even have to say it anymore at this point. You know,
do you want me to, like? Can I also start a list of where I've like fucked up and realized it too? Can I do that? Because that's gonna be a lot. It's Something About Maggie's just a song. It's a thing that exists, and people like it, and people don't. And this list would insist that I like it a lot more than I really do. Fun song, like really fun song, and I do like how it. I mean, it comes off as a fun song. I like.
I think it taps into that theatricality that I think.
Yeah.
God, Jesus. Sorry, Jesus Christ! What the fuck? It taps into that theatricality that I think makes me like Sad Clown so much.
Yeah,
but in a much less desirable way.
Sure,
is the best way I know how to phrase it. Like it's good, but not as good.
Well, it tries to like fool you with the swinginess of just the way that he like sings Maggie. Like he does try and just bring in this facade of like, let's have fun, but also talk about weird, creepy boyfriends that do fucked up shit.
Oh, fuck. Sorry. I heard you, but goddamn.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck happened to me just like for the last 5 minutes, but god.
Yeah. Been choking on this list.
Shut the fuck up, dude. Oh my god.
What's your 67?
67. I have friends in holy spaces. Yeah. I think we talked about this. I like it as just like a cute little ditty. I like it as a really good intro to Northern Downpour.
Yep.
But we did talk about this already with your ranking of it, that it's just like,
it's in and out.
It's in and out, sure. I'm never going to listen to it outside of the context of the album. But I like it. I like ukulele. They don't do a lot of ukulele.
Nope.
And so it stands out as fairly unique.
Yep. It is an interesting one. Yeah, obviously I've had it already, but mainly for the same reason that you did. It's kind of one of those things that's like too short.
What about you?
67. Nicotine. My love for this album and all of its fucking strange, experimental, weird, synthy bullshit is just kind of all over. Where I think I can look at a lot of these songs one day and think, that could be higher, that could be lower. But Nicotine's really got nothing too crazy going for it. It's like a weird fucking way to tell your emotions about thing, like such a dark comparison that you just think, oh yeah, no, this kind of makes sense, and that's kind of weird that you can draw this to a cigarette. And I'm like, yeah, no, that's fine. It's kind of just strange poetry in a way.
Thematically, it's like fine. In the episode itself, we talked a lot about the themes and how they like work really well, but
yeah,
I don't know. I think it's just like it's not a song that I like listening to a lot.
Right. Well, and obviously I still need to kick nicotine, although my administration of the nicotine is a little different from a cigarette. I'm getting there. I'm growing as a person.
He injects it into his eyelids.
I do. Yes. Where else would I put it?
It's the only smart way to do it.
Yeah. I think that's what the kids are doing these days.
Yeah.
That's probably what they were doing on the Lawn of the 21 Pilots concert, actually, too.
Probably injecting nicotine into their eyelids, yeah.
What's 66 for you?
66 is Naives for breakfast, takis for snackies.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. I think my thing with Fever is that I'm realizing that a lot of half of that album is super duper edgy.
Yeah.
Because of what it is, and this is one of them, and it's at the top echelon of those edgy songs, but I just can't put it above other songs that I like more. Sure. Because I like this one. It bops. It bops really good. It's just
it does.
I like it better? Yeah. And I think this was one of the things that I thought was going to make you crash out a little bit.
Yeah.
I think what I have right above it is going to make you crash out even more.
God damn it.
And we'll get to that.
I'd ask what I've done to you, but I already know.
You already fucking... What do you mean? What do you fucking mean? That's what I've done. You fucking know what you've done to me, you son of a bitch. I'm going to fucking box you to death.
My wife just texted me and asked me if I was okay too when I yelled fuck. She wasn't here last time that I did it. God damn it.
God damn it. Shut the fuck up. Take your lumps, bullshit artist. Take your fucking lumps.
All right.
What's your 66, bitch?
Stuck in the middle one this time.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do I have to fucking say it?
Yeah, I mean, if you'd like.
Bitch.
Very good. Very good. Hope you are on the YouTube version at this point.
I just did some ghetto sign language. It was not good or accurate at all.
It's a thing. It's just, I don't know.
It's a thing. No, I think we've talked about it quite a bit. It's just like,
it's fine. That's kind of fine.
Yeah.
I don't like the fact that it has 2 names. That kind of feels off to me. Forcing one this time.
It doesn't have 2 names. It has its name, and then it has the name that we gave it, because its actual name fucking sucks.
Yeah.
But again, it's one of those ones where it's like the chorus is just like, it's saved by the verses, and yeah, here it is, and that's fair.
See, and like the choruses kind of feel like, and it's not like a comparison to just calling it one this time, but like the choruses have a weird new Blink-182 thing where they're still just like trying to have like this old appeal while being a modern band, like that climb and everybody's up and everybody like that does a little, but it's one of those things where it doesn't ultimately do much more than that. Like you're just stuck in the middle.
I have a problem with choruses that are just there to be there.
Yeah. It's like a duty. You have to.
Yeah. And then you put as little effort into it as possible. So it's like, 65.
Yes, 65.
Star-Spangled Banger.
I can't be. I could try. I could really try. But I think the love for Star-Spangled Banger is the love that we built together.
Yeah.
And like the collective experience that we had of going through it. Because I don't have it much fucking higher. Lower. Whatever way we want to fucking go.
Yeah.
It's on the list. We'll talk about it soon. So I get it. Like,
it's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. The thing that I'm realizing over the course of doing this podcast is that I think that if you were to come up to me and say, like, why do you think Viva is appealing to people?
Yeah.
Even though I don't like the songs in theory, like, why do you? It's because it's fun. It's just kind of like, you can just like kind of, again, going back to the whole like shut your brain off thing. Like, if you just listen to the songs and shut your brain off, you just do one of these and just kind of nod along, and it's just like you can bop to them. And Star Spangled Banger is like I would say the peak of it.
I mean, you've got like Sad Clown and Star Spangled Banger as like the fun stuff.
Yeah. The other thing is like it gave us Pretty Sam.
Yeah,
to figure out what the fuck's going on with Pretty Sam. The whole reason why Panic at the Disco is a thing is Pretty Sam told him to play a song. At that fucking fuck-ass house party in Summerlin.
Need Pretty Sam on the podcast.
64. No.
Oh, was that? 65.
Have you done? What's your 65? Sorry. I thought we were moving to 64. You have to do your 65.
Yes. My 65 is Stall Me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think this is kind of one of those things that, like, when I found out about it, I listened to it a couple times, and then we talked about it. I still listen to it a couple of times. I think this still like lives in a weird purgatory, doesn't it? Because I think it got uploaded to Spotify and then taken off of Spotify. Like, I think there was some weird thing within the last month, even like in the time that we've been doing these rankings. It like popped out.
The rights on those bonus tracks and like where they live and how they fit are so fucking weird.
Yeah. So I think like towards the end of it, it becomes this really good. Not even towards the end. Like it's. Let me fucking calm down here. Let me control myself. Stall Me, I think, is like a fun Wallflower song that we've just already heard Brendan play. Right? Like, it's one of those, and I think it's one of those that's still done pretty well. I will always have love for Wallflower Boyd.
Yeah.
you know,
I think Wallflower. I think Wallflower Boyd is the best version of Boyd.
Yeah.
I think it's just a matter of like letting him do it, I guess.
Yeah. And like the bad thing is if he were to ever come back, or if like even on Viva, you couldn't have done a Wallflower song because you had like Death of a Bachelor, and then you had Pray for the Wicked, and then a lot of the themes that are on Viva. Like you just couldn't necessarily go back to a Wallflower Brenda.
Yeah.
Boyd, I'm
sure.
sorry. What is your 64? God damn it. You're just this is the vengeance episode is what this is.
It's the end of all things.
No, that's also fine.
Okay. I thought you were going to be way more upset about that.
No.
You are more crashy over Nails for Breakfast than you are about this, which I was not expecting.
Yeah. I mean, it's the thing. I get and will always love the significance of this song for me. But, you know, at the end of the day, you and I,
it's like
we've talked about it so much.
Yeah. Well, I think it's maybe like the perception of like, I understand why you have it this low. It's specifically my meaning or your meaning that you've assigned to it that makes it higher for you. And we've gone through that a bunch over and over again.
Right.
So why are you doing the Kubrick stare there for us? Are you good?
No, like I said, like I literally think there's some weird connection stuff going back and forth. But I was also like really trying to find where I had it on my own list.
Control F.
So what is the cause for you breaking my heart? That's what I ended up doing because I got tired of scrolling.
I think for the same reasons as we discussed in the episode, like it's good. I think I like the vocoder part more than you do. But it is still kind of out of place. I do still have it at number 6 overall on that album. So right smack dab in the middle. Again, it's just one of those ones where it's just like, it's the slowness of it. And the other thing too is like, I don't like, again, you have that meaning assigned to it, which I completely understand. And I would never take that away from you. It doesn't have that same impact for me.
Yeah.
I don't get emotional when I hear The End of All Things.
Sure.
And it's one that, again, I never listen to unless it's within the context of the album. And I've hardly ever listened to Too Weird. Ever.
Sure.
So it's like, I recognize what it is. I recognize it for the positives of it. And that's why it's kind of at 64, not lower. But for me, it's just like, it can't cross that threshold for me.
Sure. Well, and I mean, like the comparison that you've made for several of the songs so far, this wouldn't make it on a playlist that I don't have just every song that I have ever listened to on.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wouldn't curate a playlist and put this on there as a vibe.
Yeah, for sure.
So I get it.
Yep. What's your number 64?
My 64 is Little Secret.
Okay.
You know, I think it's a good little tie to Too Weird. Really. It's kind of one of those that I wish would have made it on Too Weird.
It's a good song.
Yeah, it's a little bit. I think it's a little bop.
A little boppy. Little toppy. No, it's not toppy. It's not toppy.
It's not.
Little Secret's not toppy at all.
No. It's not like necessarily bottom either. Like it's kind of a switch. It's switchy.
A little versy.
Yeah. I don't know. Like this is one of those that when we started this experiment, that when we went through the ranking on Mopig, that sounds weird to say out loud. The hell was it called? Was it not Mopig? No, I'm thinking of a place here in town in Wichita called Mopig, but it did have some
Pub
weird...
Meeple?
Oh yeah, sorry, that's even stranger.
Those are completely different.
They both have M's. They both have P's.
Shut the fuck! Stop it! Fucking stop it!
Word association is broken.
God.
Yeah, like I really do think it's fun, but like I said, as I was leading into doing the list, and like I said, like listening to a lot of these unreleased or bonus tracks that I only really had exposure through from this show, this is one of those where I was like, oh yeah, no, I really do kind of vibe with this. Because like the chorus I think is pretty fun. Like it's just got a lot of little things going on that speak to me a little bit. But like the verses themselves and just the way that he fucking sings it, I think is really the other thing that really helps for me.
Yeah. I like the way he sings the chorus, the whole song, but the chorus is like, again, we talk about like earning the fucking high pitches, and he does, but he also doesn't like go crazy.
Right.
So I do appreciate it for that. That's one of the ones where I admittedly could have ranked it higher and been okay with it as well. So
this is one of those that as we've continued to do this and I continue to look at the list, just kind of like would just almost one by one, just like, hey, let's go a little higher. So I think 64 is as high as it could have gotten, and I'm all right with that.
Yeah.
What's your 63?
My 63 is so far too young to die.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
Again, it's like Far Too Young to Die. Even like I like Far Too Young to Die is in the top 5 for me of Too Weird.
Sure.
I think it's number 4.
Yeah.
So it's in that upper echelon where it's just like, yeah, I like this song. I would listen to Far Too Young to Die separately.
Yeah.
But again, it's like I just like, and that's what we're going to discover here for me in these next couple of episodes probably is that I don't really have a problem necessarily with the song itself. It's just that I can't, like, I like it more. I like everything else above it. I just like more. And that's going to be my justification for a good amount of these, where it's just like, I don't necessarily feel too strongly, or what am I going to say? Like, I don't necessarily feel like there are some where I'm just like, yeah, it needs to be here. Yeah. And there are some where it's just like, I could go either way.
Right.
But where they wound up landing was just because, like, when I was ranking, I was just like, yeah, I like number 62 more than this one. And that's kind of just like where it happened to be. So it's like, there's going to be a point descending where that's just kind of the answer. Yeah. But I think Far Too Young to Die is a fine song. It's just like, I like everything else more.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, I know this in my heart of hearts that a lot of my overtime appreciation for Far Too Young to Die has literally come from my wife's tainting and hazing, because she really likes the song, and I think over time I've learned to like, yeah, I guess you do too.
Yeah,
seems like you do, because you can know the words to a lot of shitty songs, but then when you finally you're like, I actually know all the words to this. There has to be a meaning for this.
Yeah,
right? It's got to mean something. But then again, hey, we're also doing this podcast, and I think we probably know all the words to almost all of these songs anyways, except for maybe some of the other
just by default.
Yeah, right.
Just by default. 64. Or 63. What's your 63?
Lying is the most fun a girl can have with her clothes off. You know, it's dirty, it's edgy, it's that old shit.
It's somehow higher than King of the Clouds.
It kind of somehow is. I do really love, because I remember the first time hearing it, same as a lot of people, where you're like, holy shit, the vocabulary in some of these songs are so fucking awesome.
He said fuck.
Ooh. Yeah, right? I don't know. Good beat. I mean, probably one of the more fun beats that has come from a lot of these songs. So Not really much left to say. It's, of course, a quote from a song or a movie that's titled that I'm not even going to remember again right now, because whatever. Natalie Portman says it, or a part of it. We're doing good.
Got it. Cool. 62 for me is Nightbirds.
Yeah.
I really like Nightbirds, but again, It's one of those ones where it's just like, man, like everything else a lot more. You know what I mean? But right. Nightbirds, because I think Nightbirds was the first leaked song we listened to, wasn't it?
I believe so.
I'm pretty sure. And I remember I remember the fact that I remember, and obviously like not all of them lived up to that, but like I remember listening to Nightbirds and being like, oh,
yeah,
these are going to be pretty good.
Yeah.
And obviously variations.
Yeah.
But Nightbirds was like a gateway into like, oh yeah, good shit. And this, I like it. It's a good song. But again, it's just like degrees,
Right. Nightbirds, I can't remember if I said it whenever I had originally ranked it, but it's one of those that will be a regret where it sits.
Sure. Yeah, I've gone back and looked, and I have a few of those. But yeah, I feel good about it being here. This makes sense to me.
Like Vegas imagery aside, because I know that was one of my biggest complaints. Like, it still is a pretty cool fucking song.
Yeah. Agreed.
62 for me.
62 for you.
Is All By Yourself.
Yeah.
The
thing that I have to like really... The thing that I have to like... Because I obviously have All By Yourself ranked higher.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing that I have to say about all the Viva songs, like I really can't begrudge the placement of any of them.
Yeah.
Really? I think I'd question you if like you were dancing into Viva at like 30. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But yeah, I mean, yeah.
I mean, like we found a lot of more joy out of this album than either of us would have expected, right?
Yeah, I think, and All By Yourself is one of the better ones as far as like being encouraging and like being a song for like the youth and everything like that. I mean, like it's going to be okay.
Sweet little kitten.
Well, that sucks, but otherwise, yeah. That's the reason why I'd put that low.
Naturally, it's one reason.
Naturally,
yeah.
But otherwise, it's like there's a bunch of songs in the back half of Viva that kind of have that vibe to it. It's just like, oh, okay,
sure.
And this is one of them, and it's not bad. It's not a bad track,
right?
But I get why it's here.
Another big reason that like All By Yourself could have like any woes laid against it is this song was literally already done on the album. Like, kind of the themes and all that.
Yeah. Here's the thing is, here's why I don't think I talked about this on the episode. And not because I didn't want to talk about it. I just didn't think about it. All By Yourself speaks to me after having really... Jesus, fuck.
I meant to hit the mute button.
Well, you didn't.
I didn't. I'm sorry.
Well, you fucking didn't, Adam. Fuck.
My bad. I've also literally like clicked the mute button a few times, and I've seen a few where I've clicked it and it's like muted and then immediately unmuted. So
I was about to be like real earnest.
I know.
Like,
I feel so bad.
Good. I'm glad. What even the fuck was I gonna... Okay, right. God, I just lost it too. Good. One of the reasons why All By Yourself speaks to me is because I didn't have like a lot of friends growing up.
Sure.
I was by myself a lot. I was an only child for all of the years that mattered. And so
moved a lot.
Yeah, moved around a lot. So like it like really like I'd obviously evolved to a new place in life by the time this album came out. And so I think at the time I was so focused on like what the fuck is this album that I wasn't looking at the themes of it too much, but like looking at it like that song, like if I would have had that song when I was like 15 or 16, yeah. I would that would have been like, damn, this fucking hits. And it does still hit, I think. And that's why I have it higher. But I also am just like, again, I can't really begrudge where you put any Viva song at the end of it all, because it's just so, the vibes are so weird that it's just like, yeah, it makes anything, almost anything makes sense. So, yeah.
All bets are off.
61? I don't know why you're making that face, because I don't feel bad about what my 61 is. So I'm thinking you must feel bad about what your 61 is.
I don't feel bad for me. I don't necessarily think I feel bad for you either. I probably just feel bad for some of our listeners.
My 61 is Don't Threaten Me with a Good Time. I think it's a good little place for it. I think it's a really fun song. I like it a lot. But again, it is one of those ones where it's just like, yeah, this is kind of right for it. Like right on the cusp of that 50s section. So,
yep.
What is your 61 and why is it But It's Better If You Do, you fucking moron?
Oh, I fucked up.
You sure did.
But it's better if you do.
Here's the thing about what I just did there is that I could have let that go because there the eagle-eared listeners will notice that there may have been a cut there. And I do that sometimes just to kind of like jump into the next thing where it makes sense. But sometimes I do that because people on this podcast fuck up. And by people, I mean Adam.
I am people.
And so what happened is that the audio kind of cut and we had a technical difficulty anyway. But usually when that happens on the program we use, Adam just can't hear me for a minute. And then he just goes, my 61 is, but it's better if you do. And I'm screaming at him like, brother, I haven't done mine. I haven't done mine. And then we reload the project.
And I started.
Come back in. And I told him that's what I said. He was like, oh, fuck. Yeah, you're right. And then as we get going, he tries to do it again.
Somebody stop.
There is a fucking system to this shit. Why is your number 61, but it's better if you do?
I can't even be rebellious in a System of a Down kind of way and say fuck the system, because the system here does work.
Yeah. I have But It's Better If You Do. I would looking at this much higher than 61.
Sure.
And I don't know that I'm not a mad, I'm disappointed.
Sure.
So I'd like to hear your logic for this.
No, there's no logic. I mean, is there ever logic when you're talking to me?
There could always be logic.
There could always be logic.
There could always be logic. There could be a lot of talk about every single song that you do is about how you're mixed race. There could be logic.
Fucking, that was so good. It took me one goddamn second.
Yeah. What? Like, just talk me through it.
I think, like,
I'm not disappointed. I want to understand.
Sure, but It's Better If You Do serves as like a sacrificial lamb, where it is a good song. It is a sufficient enough song. It sounds so.
I gotta go.
Right. It is like so oddly basic in a way compared to a lot of other things that are on Fever and compared to a lot of other things that are in this ranking. But like, it does the job well. And I know we're a few off, but like for this to be the midpoint of our ranking, I'm pretty okay with this being here because it's not like an absolute loser, but it's not like it's not top tier for me.
Here's why I'm gonna rebel against that whole it's basic like kind of thing.
Yeah.
Is like I just cannot listen to the song and get to the part with the dun 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 dun, dun and like that. Well, and like the crashing cymbal. I cannot get to that part of the song and be like, yeah, this is a basic song.
Basic.
Like I fucking dig this song a lot.
Sure.
So I kind of get it, but I also kind of don't.
Right. It's like obviously I understand why people like this song, right? Like I can't debate that. I'm not about to even try to act like I am not a fan of But It's Better If You Do.
Yeah.
I like the one, and this is gonna suck, and I apologize. The one sin that Panic at the Disco did was put this before I Write Sins Not Tragedies.
Sure.
I get it. That good, like the good roll into is so fucking great, but it kind of overshadows the song a bit.
Yeah. But it's better if you don't.
But yeah, right.
No, I see that. I get it. I will cop to that. Yeah, it does get lost a little bit. Because like it's in front of that fucking banger. Yeah. That like still probably their most famous song to this day. Even through all of the iterations of it. I think look, I'm going to say this, right? Like if I could guarantee you, if I go up to somebody on the streets and they say, hey, do you know the song I Write Sins Not Tragedies? They would probably say yes. I think using an alternative, and this is me being serious and not me trying to be like, oh, like, or doing a bitter anything like that. It's me being serious. I get the High Hopes was really popular, and I can't take that away from it. I guarantee you the average person is going to know what I Write Sins is over High Hopes.
Yeah.
If you polled them blindly.
Well, because the like alternative to that is just say, what Panic at the Disco song do you know? And they're going to say the one that has the Closing the Goddamn Door in it. Even if they don't know the name of the fucking song. They'll
say the goddamn door.
Right.
Yeah. Fuck damn door, if you're me.
Yes.
Going back to it. Classic. Yeah. So I think, yeah. Pulling back to what we're actually talking about, which is But It's Better If You Do. It does get lost. I will admit that, but I really like it as a song.
Yeah. No, for sure. Like I said, like
again, not mad, just disappointed. I get it. But
I wasn't expecting a crash out from you. I just think for like the listenership, this could be a crash out kind of moment.
Sure.
Which I kind of like the cause because
it's our show. Yeah, we can do it. It's here. Done it. Let's read out our lists before we move on to next week.
Yeah.
Starting with me, number 70 is California. Number 69, Nice, Miss Jackson. Nice. 68, One of the Drunks. 67, I Have Friends in Holy Spaces. 66, Naives for breakfast, Takis for snackies. 65, Star Spangled Banger. 64, The End of All Things. 63, Far Too Young to Die. 62, Nightbirds. And number 61, Don't Threaten Me with a Good Time.
Yep.
Adam, what's yours?
Mine, starting at 70, The Good, the Bad, and the Dirty. 69, Noise. Hallelujah, not so noise. 68, Something About Maggie. 67, Nicotine. 66, Stuck in the Middle. 65, Stall Me. 64, Little Secret. 63, Lying is the Most Fun a Girl Can Have Without Taking Her Clothes Off. 62, All By Yourself. And 61, But It's Better If You Do.
Yeah. Next week we're doing 60 through 51.
Yeah.
We're crossing over the halfway point of our list, breaking into the 50s, which feels crazy. We've only got 6 more episodes left of Adam and Lilli at the Disco before we fade into whatever new we're going to do.
Damn.
We do have a schedule for our return for when the new podcast will begin. We will talk about that on the last episode of Adam and Lilli at the Disco. Yep. We're very excited. It's going to be very cool. Like I said, we picked a name. I've made the graphics. Everything. Pretty stoked about it.
New tune? New song?
new song, which is made by Alessio Summerfield, my friend, my co-host on Metal Gear Mondays, very talented filmmaker and musician. He's doing a song for us, which I'm very excited about. If you listen to Metal Gear Mondays, if you ever like get an itch to listen to it, the theme song for Metal Gear Mondays, he made that as well. He remixed that together and took clips and stuff, so he made that as well.
Hell yeah.
The current theme song. So I'm very excited about having an Alessio Summerfield joint as our theme song for the new podcast. Very excited.
I very much appreciate that.
Yeah. But again, we've got 6 more episodes to do before we even get close to being there. I'm looking at 60 through 51, and the answer to, like we talked about at the beginning, the answer to me is, the actual answer is probably not, but I would not be surprised if we have multiple edgings next week.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at the quality of song in that 60 to 51 range, and I'm like, yeah.
The quality of the song.
Well, like, I obviously, like, in a good way, because like I'm looking at, like, this is the part, and it's very critical that I say this, because I think what people hear when I say, okay, my number 60 is this song, my number 57 is this song, and that feels kind of low. In the 112 songs.
Yes.
112 songs. I would consider everything from here on out to be like, don't be mad. This is still fucking good. It's just everything else, like, you know what I mean? So it's we're officially, I think, in territory where, like, I would consider all of, like, for me personally, obviously it's all subjective, I would consider all of these songs to be like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I guarantee, no questions asked, will continue to piss people off.
Yeah.
And by people, I don't even limit that to just you, right? Because I've had my feelings about
people
Danny's list. Like, I mean, just listeners.
Danny's list has pissed me off like so many times at this point that it's not even a surprise. It's going to piss me off next week too. Yeah.
Like, that is the terror that is this list, is nobody will ever agree. And that's fine.
And that's the problem. And, you know, that's the problem with getting your fucking mental health in order, is that you become harder to influence. And I don't know if I like that. Danny? I don't know if I like that. Danny, who texted me to ask who my therapist is so that I could give them earnest advice about, like, pursuing mental health improvement. I don't know that I like this.
You don't know. You don't know a strange thing that I've thought more recently as well.
Yeah.
Maybe I should go evaluate myself a little bit sometimes.
Adam, the fact that you are not in therapy is A, unsurprising, and B, infuriating.
Yeah. Just raw dogging everything out here.
Just raw dogging life. You need to go to therapy. I think everybody should do therapy, quite frankly.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, like, there's levels to it, so it's just like therapy, medication is like whatever. I don't know that everybody needs to be medicated. I think everybody could benefit from therapy.
Yeah.
Talking to a professional in a space where there is no judgment and there is no fear of reprisal, unless you admit to fucking doing some heinous shit.
Right.
Obviously. But, like, I think that every single person can benefit from therapy. And I think you should do therapy.
Yeah.
And it's honestly not, like, I'm not going to say, like, therapy is not cheap. I'm not going to sit here and say it is.
Sure.
But, like, if you have insurance, usually it's like $30 a session. It's not.
Yeah. Right.
It's not a lot. And even then, like, there are options out there. Not my favorite options, but it's just like sometimes therapy, like some therapy is better than no therapy. Like, you see all these podcasters nominating like Headspace or whatever the fuck thing is, and it's just like I don't love them. Or is it Headspace, or is it, you know what I'm talking about? Like the
Headspace is
Headspace, yeah. I don't love them for a lot of reasons, but also it's like, if that's your only option, it's affordable. I mean,
oh wait, no,
I don't think it's Headspace. I think it's
not. I just know that's like a word. BetterHelp. Headspace is just a word that's like used in every ad.
Well, Headspace is. I'm thinking about Headspace because Headspace is a company that my company uses as like free assistance, and it actually is good. But not everybody has access to it. BetterHelp is what I'm thinking about. Which again, I do not love BetterHelp, but sometimes if that's the only, it's affordable, and if it's the only option you have, like, I think it's better than nothing. So again,
of course,
everybody should do therapy. Period. End of discussion. That was very loud.
Yeah.
I heard that. So that must have been a problem.
I think they're feeding outside cats, and it doesn't help that our 17-year-old daughter, who's 90 pounds, walks heavier than I do.
Sure. One thing I do want to say, a little programming note. This was something I was going to save for the new podcast because it was something I wanted to do with the presentation, but I was just, you know what? Why am I waiting? I hope everybody likes the little music.
Elliot actually asked me about this today.
Elliot
shot me. Yeah, he was like, have I just been crazy and like not caught this the entire time? I was like, no,
that's new. Like I said, I was gonna do it as like a presentation for the new podcast, but I was just like, no time like the present. Why not? It's a little like, sure. I got there's like this. I got on the waiting list for this really good like royalty-free music database that I really like was hoping for access to, and right before the edit happened, I got in and I was like, you know what, fuck it. And so I just downloaded some like royalty-free lo-fi and popped it in there, and I think like, I don't know, I think it adds to a little bit of the sparkle.
Yeah. Well, and admittedly, like I don't listen to our show that often. I don't listen to Gamers Addies. I've said this a couple of times. So when he sent that, I was like, I kind of don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And then I popped it on. I was like, oh yeah.
I fucking gave you the thing. I was like, hey, it's uploaded. You gotta peep that shit, man. You gotta go in and peep it.
All right.
At least.
I'll do that from now on. That's also like the weird thing where like when you're starting a podcast, you have to get used to listening to yourself, and then you have to like now grasp the fact that I can see my own fucking face as I talk to people, which is a terrifying thing to do.
The video, yes, I'll give you, that is new for you, for like recording it and putting it out for the public. You've only been doing that for now 5 weeks. You've been doing this podcast for 3 fucking years, my dude.
Are you telling me I should have grown up?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, fuck. Fuck. Yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
Man. Anyway. Thank you for joining us. We will see you next week for an extravaganza. It's not. Why did I say that? It's not an extravaganza. It's just another ranking episode.
It's kind of an extravaganza.
It's like, what's like one step below an extravaganza?
Oh, that's like a fucking. That's not even like a gathering. That's not even a get together. That's kind of like.
It's like a gala.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a gala next week.
We'll be fancy.
We'll be fancy. Or we won't. Probably not. Depends on how much edging there's going to be. Adam, you say the thing, because I want to be the last one to say it this week.
Oh, yeah.
I never get to be the second one that says it, and I never get to be the last voice that everybody hears. So you say it first this time.
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.